Hello learners, welcome back to the online learning session. In the previous session, we have understood the marketing report in detail, how to create a marketing report and the components of marketing reports. Now, today we'll understand the next point of unit number 3 is financial report. In this session, we are going to understand the objectives of financial reporting, characteristics of financial reporting, and types of financial reporting. So starting with the first point, that is the objectives of financial reporting, we need to understand first what exactly a financial report is. So a financial report is nothing but a statement of financial data of a company. And what is financial reporting? So it is the disclosure of financial results and related information to the management and the external stakeholders like the investors, customers and regulators about how a company is performing over a specific period of time. Financial reporting is the financial results of an organization that are released to its stakeholders and the public. This reporting is a key function of the controller, who may be assisted by the investors relations officer if an organization is publicly held. Financial reporting typically encompasses the following documents and postings. Financial statements, which includes the income statement, balance sheet and statement of cash flows. Accompanying footnotes, that is the disclosures, which includes more detail on certain topics as prescribed by the relevant accounting framework. Any financial information that the company chooses to post about itself on its website. Annual reports are issued to the shareholders. Any prospectus issued to potential investors concerning the issuance of securities by the organization. If a business is publicly held, financial reporting also include the following in addition to the preceding items: the quarterly form 10Q and the annual form 10K, which are filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The annual report issued to shareholders, which could be a stripped down version, that is called a wrap report. Press release containing financial information about the company's earning calls, during which management discuss the company's financial results and other matters. So financial reporting involves the disclosure of financial information to the management and the public about how the company is performing over a period of time. Now, as you have understood with the basics of financial report, we'll proceed with what are the objectives of financial reporting. So if we talk about the objective, the first objective is providing information to the management of an organization which is issued for the purpose of planning, analysis, benchmarking and decision making. Then the second objective is providing information to the investors, promoters, debt providers and creditors, which is used to enable them to make rational and prudent decisions regarding investment, credit, etc. Providing information to shareholders and public at large in case of listed companies about various aspects of the organization. Also providing information about the economic resources of an organization, claims to those resources, liabilities and owner's equity, and how these resources and claims have undergone change over a period of time. Then providing information as to how an organization is procuring and using various resources. Then providing information to various stakeholders regarding performance management of an organization as to how diligently and ethically they are discharging their fiduciary duties and responsibilities. Then providing information to the statutory auditors, which in turn facilitates the audit. Then enhancing social welfare by looking into the interests of employees, trade union and government. So along with this, the other objectives of financial reporting are: it provides a solid base for knowing managerial accounting. Also, it refreshes the financial analytical skills. It interprets the financial statements. It helps to know the profitability and risk analysis at each stage in the company. It helps to analyze the short-term and long-term liabilities. It reviews the generally accepted accounting policies and principles. It helps to know how financial performance of a company can be performed, and it also helps to know how to evaluate the impact of accounting policy. So these all are the objectives of financial reporting. So moving towards the next slide. Now, as we have cleared with the meaning of financial reporting and the objectives of financial reporting, the next important point is the characteristics of the business financial reporting. So the first characteristics is relevance. So the information must be relevant to the needs of the users, which is the case when information influences the economic decisions of the users. So this may involve reporting mainly relevant information or information whose omission or misstatement could influence the economic decisions of the information. So that is one of the characteristics of financial reporting, that the data or the information must be relevant. Then the data which is provided must be reliable data, so which should not be a fake or falsy data. We can call the information must be free of material error and biases and not misleading, and the information should be faithfully represented with the transactions and other events reflecting the substances of the event, and carefully represents the estimates and the uncertainties through proper disclosure. So that is also one of the characteristics. Then there will be one characteristics called as the understandability. So if we talk about these characteristics, the information must be easily understandable to the users of the financial statements. This means that the information must be clearly presented with additional information supplied in the supporting footnotes as needed to assist in the clarification. Then the next characteristics is the comparability. So whatever the information that should be provided to the users, that information must be comparable with the financial information presented for other accounting periods, so that the users can recognize trends in the performance and financial position of the reporting entity. Then the next characteristics is consistency. So whenever we are preparing the statements, we must follow the consistency, where the policies or the techniques which are previously adopted, that should be followed consistently. Then there will be neutrality, which means that there must be zero errors while preparing the financial reports. Then the materiality of the facts and figures should be kept very clear, so that the users cannot be misled or misguided. The timeliness of the reports is also one of the important characteristics. The verifiability, that the data must be verifiable and the users can verify it with the help of their own analysis. Then the conservatism principle of accounting must be followed by the financial reporting, and the substances over the form. So these all are the essential characteristics of a financial reporting. Now moving towards the next point, that is the types of financial reporting. Generally, the financial reports is a set of documents of financial activities of the business, and those are prepared at the end of every accounting period. The financial reports generally contains a summary of accounting data, and they are generally consist of the balance sheets, the income statements, the cash flow statement, and the statement of retained earnings. So if we talk about the balance sheet, a balance sheet shows the business assets and liabilities and shareholders equity at a specific moment. So an asset is anything that has value such as equipment, real estate, or cash liabilities, or money you owe to others such as mortgage on property, and the balance of loans, debts to suppliers, accrued taxes and payrolls. So everything will be there. So in balance sheet we can have the assets and liabilities. What would be left over to repay the original investor? So in case of sole proprietorship, the equity would be the amount to the owners, which would be received if all your assets are sold and all your liabilities are paid. Creditors and interested stock investors use the balance sheet to decide a company's financial standing because it lists what a company owns and what it owes. The balance sheet includes summarized information on a company's assets, the things that it owns and its liabilities, the debt it has. When the company or you subtract the company's liabilities from the assets, what is left is called as the stockholders equity or the shareholders equity, the amount that is held by the company's owners or the stockholders. So when we have the balance sheet, it is based on the equation, that is the accounting equation. We can call it as assets is equals to liabilities plus owners equity. Then talking about the next, that is the income statement. So an income statement shows how much money the company made in a specific time period, such as last month, last quarter, or last year. The statement began with the money the company brought and then subtract the expenses associated with producing that income, such as the cost of supplies, payroll, office rental. This statement also subtract expenses such as depreciation and any item that were returned. When all the deductions are made, the result of the companies is the net income or the net loss for that particular period, which is shown on the statement. It also called the profit and loss statement or the income and expenditure statement. A document which provides a snapshot of company's profitability during a specific period. So the financial reporting of a company is directed and could vary from company to company. One section of the income statement is dedicated to the income and revenue summarized into a subtotal for that particular period, and the other half of the statements reflect the expenses of the same period. The difference between the two numbers determine whether the company was profitable or not during that particular stated period. If expenses are higher than the income, the company experiences a loss during the business cycle period, and it also referred to as a profit and loss statement report on a company's income, expense and profit over the period of time. Profit and loss accounts provide information on the operations of the enterprise. So this includes the sales and the various expenses incurring during the processing state. Then the third type is the cash flow statement. The reports on a company's cash flow activities, chiefly its operating, investing and financial activities. The cash flow statements reveal all sources and uses of a company's money during the accounting period. Sources of cash listed on the statement includes revenue, long-term financing, sales of non-current assets, and an increase in any current liability account or a decrease in any current asset account. Uses of cash contain operating losses, debt repayment, equipment purchases, and increase in any current assets account, because it shows whether a business cash flow is increasing or decreasing. A cash flow statement is useful for warding off cash flow problems. And the last type is the statement of retained earnings. The statement of retained earnings explains the changes in retail earnings from the income and from any dividends over a period of time. This means that statement of retained earnings, the change in retained earnings from the beginning to the end of that particular time period. Usually the period is 1 year. Retained earnings of the company refers to the income that is not distributed to the stockholders. Retained earnings can be thought of the amount of income that is left in the company's retained earning. The retained earnings are increased with the help of the net income or decreased by the net loss, and it decreases the dividends also. So dividends are the distributions made to the stockholders. So if the company is having good earnings, they can definitely distribute the dividends, and after distributing the dividend, whatever will be remain with the companies, it is called as the statement of retained earning or statement of shareholders equity. So now the balance sheet shows what a company owns and what it owes at a fixed point of time. So now today we have covered the basics of financial report, what exactly a financial report and how it is going to help to the company. Then we have seen the characteristics of the business report, that is the financial report, and also we have seen the types of financial reporting with the help of the various characteristics. So now today we'll conclude the session with this, and in the next session we'll start with the next point, that is intra company and intercompany analysis. Thank you.